think that's probably okay.
Hi, I'm Mark Hicks. This is the kitchen of the Tram Shed in East London. We cook over a gas flame at the Tram Shed, but lately I've become more interested in this growing UK movement to cook over real wood. Cooking over wood in this country has become much more of a cultural thing. A lot of chefs now are introducing wood into the kitchens. A friend of mine round the corner, he's been cooking on wood since he opened 2 years ago. I want to know more about cooking with wood, namely where it comes from and what effect it has on the food. So you've been cooking with wood from day one, yeah?
It's a good way of making sure your food really stands out from other people's. Food went through a real phase when people were obsessed with kind of consistency rather than learning a craft, but people are rediscovering it. It's about intense heat. You cannot replicate that dry heat in a conventional oven. It's kind of like seeing the light. Once you've seen how good something could be doing this way, why would you go back at all? And instead of it just being like a local thing now, you just get to see what restaurants all over the world are doing.
When we opened Faro, we started working with a wood-fired oven. It's a lot more fun to cook with wood. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to get it up to 700 degrees. Sometimes doing things the hard way is much better than the easy way and yields much better results. The high heat allows me to accomplish flavors that I would never achieve with a gas burner or an oven. It is deeply impactful to the food. We've seen chefs in the UK cooking with fire. Now it's gaining traction right here in Brooklyn.
My name is Dan KLUGER. We're at my new, yet-to-be-named restaurant. We put the wood-burning grill and the wood-burning oven in the middle of the upstairs kitchen, which services the whole dining room and bar upstairs. The last international trip I took was in London. Walking through places like Borough Market and seeing things that I don't get to see here was incredibly inspirational. To see restaurants that are using this wood-burning oven or wood-burning grill, it is incredibly inspiring. We're seeing cooking over wood fire as another driver of fine dining trends. Why not go back to the original ways of cooking these things too?
When it comes to traditional British wood-fire cooking technique, nobody knows more than Mark Parr. And he can match wood to different types of food to cook. It's very unique what he does.
We've turned wood to an ingredient. If you have a pull of the smoke on there, you can get a real citric note, can't you? That richness and that zest to it.
Yeah, yeah. So the birch itself, why would you match it to scallops or fish? Or
if you think of the sort of aromatics on like a flavour spectrum, so from light to heavy and from zesty through to those like dark notes. So this will be on the light and zesty sort of part of the aromatic spectrum, and it's perfect with fish.
So you can detect the that wood on the
Yeah, awesome. Just at the end you get that smoke.
Delicious. More and more British chefs are cooking over wood, and it's easy to see why. All the advances in culinary technology still can't replicate the flavour of cooking over real wood. And I'm glad to see this movement growing in the UK and around the world.